Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Grant Hardy.
It felt good to move out. I was ready to have my own place. My name is Taryns Story. I'm 30 years old. I work at a lumber store. I play basketball, swimming, and soccer for Special Olympics.
As a sociable, intelligent, and industrious woman who happens to have autism, Taryns' living situation was always a concern.
My name is Bernie Batchelor, and I'm Taryns Batchelor's mom. We had multiple family members that said, you know, we will take Taryns in. There's no question she can come live with us. But that, and that's kind and that's generous, but Taryns works in Kerrisdale. Her Special Olympics are in Vancouver. All of her friends are in Vancouver. Most of the family that has offered this up lives outside of the city. It really seemed unfair to pluck her up just because of her differences and say, well, you have to go live with somebody else now. You can't live where might be the best place for you. You have to go because someone will care for you there.
But the family's dreams came true. Taryns is one of a group of young adults with autism who moved into the Aspen, a new apartment building in East Vancouver. John McCulloch, chair of the board of directors for PALS Adult Services Society, which offers a number of services and supports for adults with autism, shares more on how it came to be.
We partnered up with a developer called Catalyst, who were building 145 units of affordable housing. So we went to them and said, look, I don't know how you're going to allocate those units, but would you be willing to allocate 15 of them to us? And we will then find not only 15 individuals, but we'll help move those individuals in with supports.
Those supports include accommodations for roommates if residents need caregiving. But a key ingredient to the Aspen is that residents aren't segregated, so the community of adults with autism is interspersed throughout the building, which Taryns' dad Butch says is important.
I also would think that it's incredibly valuable on both sides of it. Is that you're all, you know, as much as Taryns is being helped out by living in that environment, that the other people around who are not part of the 16 young adults that are in there, they're also learning about Taryns and people such as Taryns to give them education, to make them be better, to make them more understanding.
John agrees and says a key idea was integration and building a sense of community in the Aspen.
We're trying to start a dog walking service, you know, with which our guys love walking dogs. Yes, they'll have to have perhaps a caregiver and kind of, you know, or a support worker just to make sure nothing goes wrong. But the people in the building, well, that's a hugely, and a task that many people unfortunately don't want to do themselves in the typical world. So I think there's tremendous added value. And I think once that penny has dropped, I hope it'll drop quicker in other parts of this city.
The results speak for themselves. According to Taryns' mom, Bernie, Taryns is thriving and blossoming in her new home at the Aspen.
Taryns used to be frightened of the dark. She would race from the car to the front door and stand there. And she is now out and about in the city. And perhaps it's the location because she lives in such a central location. It never really is dark. There's always something going on. There's streetlights, there's housing, there's restaurants. Everything is hustle and bustle for her there. So she has become so much more independent, not only because she has to, but because she really wants to. She wants to go to movies. She wants to go shopping. She wants to get her groceries. She wants to be an independent young woman.
Taryns glad she set out on her own.
It felt good and confident. More independent and proud to have my own space.